Shalom, everyone, and welcome to today's scripture with Ayaba. And today's scripture is Luke chapter 18, verses 1 through 8. And it reads as follows. And he spoke a parable unto them to this end, that men ought always to pray and not to faint, saying, There was in a city a judge, which feared not Yah, neither regarded man. And there was a widow in that city, and she came unto him, saying, Avenge me of my adversary. And he would not for a while, but afterward he said within himself, Though I fear not Yah, nor regard man, yet because this widow troubles me, I will avenge her, lest by her continual coming she weary me. And Adonai said, Hear what the unjust judge says. And shall not Yahuwah avenge his own elect, which cry day and night unto him, though he bear long with them? I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Adam comes, shall he find belief on the earth? Always pray and never give up. Here in this passage of scripture, Yahusha is speaking in a parable to his disciples. And he starts off by saying that men ought always to pray and not to faint. I keep saying this over and over and over again, and I know that it bears repeating, because prayer is something that is so easily pushed to the side in the walk of so many people. It's something that's put on the back burner. It's done as a last resort, but it should be in the forefront of our minds each and every day, all the time. And we can't give up. We can't give up. In this parable, it starts off in verse 2 saying, there was in a city a judge which feared not Yah, neither regarded man. So he could have cared less about Yah, and he had no regard for man. And there was a widow in that city, and she came unto him, saying, Avenge me of my adversary. And he would not for a while, but afterward he said within himself, Though I fear not Yah, nor regard man, yet because this widow troubles me, I will avenge her, lest by her continuing coming she weary me. So she didn't give up. She didn't throw in the towel. She didn't get tired. She wanted to be avenged of her adversary. Okay? That is an example to us. We want to be avenged of our adversary, or our adversaries. Okay? So we need to be going before the Most High Yah, day and night, night and day, continually. And that is something that we should be praying too. That we should ask the Most High Yah to avenge us of our adversaries. Because any punishment and any vengeance that the Most High Yah, places upon our adversaries is far more than anything that man can do to our adversaries. We're constantly hearing, we want justice for this, we want justice for that, and we don't get it. We don't see that justice, we don't get that justice. Or whatever is done, it still never completely rights the wrong that is done against us. So we need to keep going before the Most High Yah. And we need to be like this woman. We're going before him day and night, night and day, praying and asking the Most High Yah to avenge us of our adversaries. We need to be praying always. We need to be praying and not giving up, not throwing in the towel. We need to be relentless in prayer. And yes, you have to develop that. You have to develop that. And the only way you develop a relentlessness in prayer and where you're strong in it and you don't give up is if you do it every day. You pray when you want to, you pray when you don't want to. You pray when you feel like it, you pray when you don't feel like it. Okay? It's not about feelings. It's about what's needed to be done in this day and time. That's it. And prayer is supposed to be a part of our lifestyle. It should be a part of our everyday life. Just think about the fact that you just breathed in and you just breathed out. You just breathed in and you just breathed out. That's the way prayer should be for us. Talking to the Most High Yah, communing with Him every day should be like breathing for us. We should not be going, not one day without going before the Most High Yah in prayer. It's supposed to be like breathing. If we stopped breathing, then we would stop living. And that's the way we have to look at prayer. If we stop going before the Most High Yah in prayer, praying, interceding, praising, worshiping, then we're not going to see the things that we need to happen in our life take place. And it goes on in verse 6 and says, and Adonai said, hear what the unjust judge says. Okay? Like, he doesn't even care about Yah nor man. But he said, yet because this widow troubles me, I will avenge her, lest by her continual coming she weary me. And then he says, and shall not Yahuwah avenge his own elect, which cry day and night unto him, though he bear long with them? In other words, just because the Messiah hasn't come back for his people up until this point, okay, that doesn't mean that we stop praying, that we stop believing, that we stop having confidence in the Most High Yah, that he will avenge us, that he's going to deliver us, that he's going to move on our behalf. We need to keep on crying out day and night, okay, continuously. And it goes on to say, I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Adam comes, shall he find belief on the earth? Do you believe him today? Do you believe that the Most High Yah will avenge you of your enemies? Do you have total belief and confidence in him that he is going to deliver you out of your situation, out of your circumstance, away from the people that are causing problems in your life? Okay? And I know that I have experienced levels of deliverance from my enemies at different points in times in my life. But the one thing that I noticed is that I had to align myself up with the commandments of Yah, and I had to pray. I wasn't seeing anything happening as long as I was complaining and murmuring and griping and having a pity party, by myself all the time, just focusing on the situation. But when I started getting before the Most High Yah and I started being consistent and diligent and faithful in doing that over time, then I started to see the Most High Yah get involved in my situation, in my circumstances. He started dealing with the people that was causing me problems and giving me trouble in my life. He will do it for you, but you got to get yourself lined up and with his commandments. Stay humble, be sincere, be genuine, and go before him. Cry out to Yahuwah day and night. Always pray and never give up. I encourage you with that today. Don't give up. Don't throw in the towel. I speak life to you, health, healing, wholeness, deliverance, Yah's protection, and Yah's mercy in and throughout your life today. I pray that the fruit of the Ruach HaKodesh, the set-apart spirit, rest, rules, and abides in your life today in abundance and in great measure. And with that, I will leave you with Shalom.